Today I'm loading my truck up with a bunch of bike parts and a Project Harley that we've had laying around the shop here for a couple years. We were going to build this bike before the Shovelhead project came up, which is still not done. You can probably see it in the corner of the screen there. But I got an interesting offer on a Buick that I think we're going to trade this bike for. So let's go get everything loaded up and see what this car looks like. The first thing I got to do is we got to head outside. I just pushed the Softail that was sitting on the lift behind the camera here outside a couple days ago. Put it under a tarp thinking I wasn't going to need to get at it. Turns out I got to take the front tire off of it. It's part of the deal that's going with this bike. So we're going to take that front tire off, get a new front tire back on it, and then probably push the bike in a couple days, but that's how it goes. In the video, it probably looks like I took the same wheel and tire off that I put back on. There is a little bit of difference in them. The one that I put on is a little bit fatter. They're both 21 inch. They're both fat spokes. That one's black and chrome. This one's all chrome, but this one's pretty narrow. I had this on the build when the Softail, I went for a Cholo look, as you can probably tell by the video. All those parts are coming back from paint here in the next week or two, so that bike will be featured here real shortly. So I'm going to take the camera off the tripod now, show you the bike I'm trading. As far as the Buick that I'm getting, you guys are going to have to wait and see that. I haven't actually even seen the car yet. I've seen pictures of it, but that's about it. And sometimes pictures do a lot better than actual in person. So this is the bike here. It's a 97 Evo Softail, or at least the frame's registered as a 97. It is an aftermarket frame. The Evo motor, I believe, is a little bit older than a 97. I've never opened it up to see what the bore size or anything is, so I'm assuming it's stock. I've got a bunch of parts that I'm going to dig out here shortly, but all in all, it's not in bad shape. It was a complete roller when I picked it up. It actually did run, but it had some electrical gremlins, and it just needed a rebuild, so we tore it all apart. So we're going to get this bike loaded into the back of the truck, and then I'm going to drag out all the other parts, lay them all out so you guys can see exactly what's going on. I'm going to start going through these parts with you guys as I lay them out and as I load them up into the truck. It's kind of a good way so you guys can see everything that's going with the bike, and it's a good way for me to double check everything that I'm giving them. So we got the exhaust here. It's Vance & Hines short shots, the front tire, which you guys seen me take off. Set of handlebars there. They were painted black at some point. They might be able to get cleaned up or powder coated. Rear rim here, no tire. The oil tank. And then I've got a chrome and a black swing arm, depending on which way he wants to go with the bike. It's up to him. It came with the chrome one on it, and then I found the black one later. That's the one I was going to run. So I'm going to load these up and get the next batch of parts out. Next lot of parts, we have a wide glide front end. We got all the tins here, rear fender, front fender, split tanks, and a nose cone. These were all painted by the Wizard, which if you're from Ontario, you've probably heard of the name. But they were painted a long time ago. They might be able to touch up and be saved, but probably need repaint. We got a Corbin seat. It is a two-piece seat. You can go either with the passenger seat or without it. That's your dash. And then the bin of parts. So this has all miscellaneous stuff. Rear axle. There's a Speedo here, but it's off a newer style bike. Headlight. Rear struts. So there's some grips in there. Your brake master cylinders. All the little odds and ends. And that's about it. I've got all the parts loaded up in the truck. What you guys didn't see was a windshield and a wiring harness. I just threw those in the truck as well. It is a factory wiring harness, and I did advise him not to use it. I would go aftermarket because since '97 it's been spliced into and cut into multiple times, but I'll leave that up to him. We're gonna head out first thing tomorrow morning, go see what this car is like, and hopefully we come home with it. All right, it's the next day here. We just got the car loaded up. I didn't film us loading it up. It was buried in snow. We had to dig it out, and we're kind of in a rush just to get it on the trailer. But we're gonna get out of the truck here. It's freezing cold. We're up to -16 Celsius. It was -25 when we left this morning. So let's get out. I'll show you guys what we got. And there it is. This is a 1984 Buick Regal. It's in really nice shape. It's starting to rust bubble a little bit right here on the wheel wells. I can fix that. Otherwise, allegedly it had a frame off restoration done about 6-7 years ago, and looking under the car, it's actually real clean. The rockers are still on it. There's a 4-link here that he put on in the back. I guess we'll keep going around this side. All in all, in really nice shape. We'll get into the interior here. I'll pop the hood. You guys can see what's going on there. We got the nice 80s plush interior, which will be super comfy. See, I'm gonna leave it in there for now. It's not high on my priority list. As you guys can see, there's a head sitting over there on the passenger's floor. And that is because come on. Oh, it's frozen. There we go. The motor is all torn apart. So this has a Vortec motor. Get that stuff out of here before it goes flying down the road. Vortec motor out of a Chevy's pickup. So she's gonna need a rebuild. I'll probably take it all apart, hone the cylinders. I don't know how long it's been sitting. He did throw in a set of new headers for it, or sorry, heads for it. Once we get back to the shop and unload it, we'll take a better look at it. Okay, so I was just working away in the shop and had a fire going, and Vince pulled up here. He went to North Bay this morning. He traded the Softail and he pulled up with this. It's a 84 Buick Regal. Yeah. Not bad looking car. There is some stuff that I noticed right away, but this is my first look at it. I haven't seen it yet. I feel like it was a decent trade. There's some rust immediately, you can see here in the back corner. But would the guy tell you when was it last restored?
He says he did a frame off restoration about 6-7 years ago, and he did it. The guy I bought it off of said he did it himself. So he showed me pictures of it and everything else. The underneath is really clean, and apparently he boxed the whole frame in.
Oh, okay.
So he took the frame right off the car, or the car right off the frame, and then boxed it all in.
And I did have a quick look underneath. It does have a 4-link suspension in the back, so somebody did spend quite a bit of money on this back in the day, and it's just been sitting around. I haven't seen under the hood yet. I heard that it does need engine work. The interior is fairly clean. It's sun faded a bit. Brian, why don't you pop the hood there and we'll have a look.
Oh, the other head's in the back here.
Oh, you did? Okay, so it did. Okay, so that's not a good sign. There's a head in the back seat.
There's one on the back of the floor too.
Let's see what I don't have my hopes up here.
Other side.
Yeah, right there. All right.
So, as you can see, we have a short block. Appears to be 305 or 350 GM by the looks of it.
Apparently out of a 90s pickup truck.
Is it out of a
Yeah.
90s pickup? Yeah.
Vortec motor.
So I think our best bet with this would be to not even mess around and try and find a motor for it, or maybe see what we have for parts. We haven't looked in the trunk yet. Well, I haven't looked in the trunk yet. You said there's a bunch of parts.
Yeah, he
that
showed
came
me
with it.
there's a bunch of stuff in the trunk.
Yeah. I like your AC delete panel there. That's nice.
Tech screws.
Tech screws. Yeah. All right. So there's some work to be done there. Why don't we have a look in the trunk and see what we got with it? Yeah. Well, flexi hose is the best. Chrome braiding adds 5 horsepower. What's in the trunk, Vince? Okay, so at a quick glance, aluminum intake. Oh, there's a Harley 650 carb there. Well, possibly 650. 4-barrel, anyways. Really?
Free knife.
Free knife.
Where does that
Look
go
at
in the
that.
car?
Oh, I bet you that one goes in the glove compartment. Oh. Nice. Smith & Wesson M&P. That's worth the deal right there. Headers. There's the water pump. Alternators there. So all of hopefully all the drive accessories are with it, because even if you do get a block, you have to put all that stuff on anyways.
The rest of the exhaust is in the back of my truck there too.
Oh, okay. Nice. And chrome air breather makes big power. Anyways,
Underside's clean.
yeah, underside's clean.
I did a quick video of that, but as far as I know,
You do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna walk around on
What?
that already. But I like the 4-link. It's nice. If you look, somebody's actually tied in here.
adjustable 4-link.
Adjustable 4-link suspension, all new shocks, new coils, and the frame is not rotten. A big thing with these G bodies here is they rust out right up in here. I don't know if you can see right here, but this is really clean. This is a nice frame to work off of. So this car does have a lot of potential.
Rockers are good on it.
Yeah.
Everything else.
A little bit of body work and a motor, and I think we'll have a good solid runner here. You will see updates on this as we move along with it. Thanks for watching the channel. Appreciate everyone following us along.
Let me know if you guys think I got a good deal or if I got a bad deal on this. I want to see what the comments say.
Give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.